Hi everyone. Can you all hear me? Please say something in the chat. Oops, no.
I think then, yeah, then never.
We're just gonna have to hold this.
That's fine.
Hi everyone. Can you hear me? Say something in the chat. Okay, you can hear me now, Carolyn. Perfect. Alrighty. So we're just gonna begin with a couple of statements about the conference before we get started. So I'm just gonna hand it to the Undersecretary General of this conference, Arsalan Jamal.
Hi, everyone. My name is Arslan Jamal. I'm the Undersecretary General for the conference. Thank you all for participating in HUMUNC 2021. And it really is our honor to continue to working with our staff and all of the delegates that showed up this weekend. I mean, there was a lot of hesitation coming into this conference, and we really tried to make it work. And there was a lot of obstacles, and last minute we were still very concerned, and there's a lot of uncertainty. But I think we can successfully say that this was a really, really good conference. We received a lot of amazing feedback from both the delegates and the staff, and it was just amazing. And originally when we tried starting, we wanted to maintain that same in-person feeling for our conference, and I'm glad to say I think we really did accomplish that today. Overall, I really hope you guys enjoyed the experience, both staff and delegates. As we were walking around, I saw a lot of my former delegates too, leading the committees and the debate, and that was really heartwarming. It was really something, and I do want to continue. I do want to hope that you guys continue to join us next year. For all the new delegates that joined us, and this is their first experience, I really hope you guys come next year. Hopefully, we can have an in-person conference. And for those that continue to show up every year, you guys are what makes this thing happen. We appreciate it. So now for the ending ceremony, we're going to pass it off to Mike. And then afterwards, what we're going to do is we're going to go committee by committee. And they're going to just give you guys their feedback about how the weekend went, anything like that. And then they'll be presenting awards. Thank you, guys. We really do appreciate it.
Hey guys. I know you all are distracted writing Pog in the chat and not listening to me, but I'd like to give an ending address anyway. So my name is Mike Roller, and being part of this conference and being in charge of this conference, along with Arslan, has been one of the greatest things I've ever done in my life. This weekend has changed my outlook on how you can get around some of the largest obstacles you can ever face. And this committee and this conference in total is just, it's given me a lot. It's given me more than I could ever ask for. And I want to thank you all for coming. We were able to really keep a high number of delegates coming in, despite the online presence, and despite so much negative things going on in the world. And I'm just so glad to see how excited and engaged you all were. And it seems that every single committee this year, every single one, fell off the rails just a little bit today in terms of starting nuclear wars, creating simultaneous coups, or interacting with sun gods. All of you ended up doing something that seemed slightly out of character or slightly informal, but nonetheless, this has been one of the most exciting, engaging, and wonderful events that I ever thought I'd ever be able to take part in creating and watching happen. And there's a lot of people to thank for that. Of course, it's the entire staff. It's all of our crisis directors. It's all of our crisis staffs. It's all of our chairs. It's all of our daises. This would not happen without them and the hard work that they put in. And frankly, this wouldn't happen without Arslan, who put in so much work. This wouldn't happen without Dr. Parati, our club advisor, who put in more work than we ever could have asked her to put in. This wouldn't happen without Johanna Farrell and everyone at University Relations to set us up with rooms, to even have a socially distant in-person conference on our end for you guys, to make sure that you all have something succinct, something engaging, something exciting. And that was all so much. It was so hard to pull it off, but I'm so glad that we got it for you all. And I want to thank you all for being part of it. And with that being said, I'm going to hand it off to our first chair, who's going to give out awards for the night. This is the chair of FAO. We're going to speak to Miranda. Here you go, Miranda. Take it away.
Good, try not to cry. So I'm gonna try not to cry. Give me a hot second. To the 2021 delegation of the FAO, they truly exceeded my expectations, even during times of complete awkward silence where I wanted to run out of the room. They expressed well-developed, realistic, and ambitious ideas I hope to see one day truly implemented in the world. After passing a resolution on a very, very difficult topic, the committee was able to defuse a nuclear war worldwide as a result of a hurricane and tidal wave that rose from the price of sugarcane throughout the world, and over time, the resources of sugarcane was depleted. With the creation of a honeybee army, there was an increase of sugarcane. Even though, like Mike said, this year's conference was very different, I want to thank my delegates again for giving me the opportunity to be their chair for one more time before I leave Hofstra. My advice to each of you is to please take advantage of every opportunity that life will hand you, because if it wasn't for my freshman year roommate Alexa, I wouldn't be standing in front of you today. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart for letting me be your chair. And then my awards. So for honorable mentions, I have Belize. I'm gonna botch your name. I apologize. Syri from Belize. And then Argentina, Sangina. Outstanding delegate from the United Kingdom, Samantha Hamlin. And best delegate, Ben Gloner from Mexico. Thank you. I wasn't checking on what to do.
Thank you, Miranda. So our next committee that we're going to hear from, we're going to speak to Nicholas Becker, the chair of DISEC, the Disarmament and International Security Committee. So he'll be coming up in just a moment. Get excited, get excited.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. As Mike said, I am Nick Becker, and this year I hosted DISEC for the second time. I won't lie, before the conference started, I was a bit apprehensive about it, just because it was over Zoom, it was going to be socially distant, it was tough to plan. And to echo some sentiments of Miranda, you know, I've been doing this for a while, and it's our senior year. You know, there's a lot going on, but I can't express, you know, just how grateful I am for the delegation that we had in DISEC. They were all amazing. They really made this conference for us. You know, just complete troopers. You know, even though they only had one topic, they were able to spread it out. They were able to do amazing things with it. And they were all just such great delegates that I wish I could give all of them awards. But really, just thank you to the delegation of DISEC. You did pretty good work, you know, trying to solve the Ukrainian crisis. You know, it's a bit complicated, so I can't blame you for not fixing every issue. But, you know, you did all right, even if there was a bit overemphasis on Moldova, which is neither part of Ukraine nor part of the, you know, area that Ukraine has a crisis in, or even though it had nothing to do with the conference at all. You know, I did appreciate some love to Moldova. So the awards are as follows. Verbal commendation goes to Kevin Pirino, Germany. The honorable mention goes to, I'm sorry for these names, Ehsan Elmanbawi, Iraq. The outstanding delegate goes to Jake Loraka, Ukraine. And DISEC's best delegate goes to Joshua Feller, China. Thank you all so much for making my last conference so amazing.
Next up is historical crisis.
Hello, everyone. I'm Hunter Pelicky. We were the historical crisis, and we were based on pirates. So it was a very fun committee to run, and it was my first time chairing a full MUN conference, and it was a real honor. I was very thankful for all the delegates. You guys were honestly better than I could ever have expected. Now, during a time of such a distressing crisis with COVID, it was nice to just have to stress about other pirates killing other pirates and the poisoning of food, and if someone got a new local wife on the island, and all those crazy in-betweens that we had. Now, I just really thought some fun highlights of mine throughout the conference was definitely when you guys voted no to torture, right? Because you guys definitely did not pass a clause encouraging torture of prisoners. So that was a highlight of mine when I saw that you guys were all great people. Then I also had a lot of other benefits. Me and my entire team. I want to give a thank you to the other crisis staff. It really was a lot of work behind the cameras. You know, I sat here and I just let you guys speak and not speak and have moderated caucuses. They were back there working their butts off to be super creative. And a special shout out to Charles, who's a senior, who's been doing it for 4 years, and he really deserves all the credit for the committee. So thank you, Charles. Now, the other stars of the show will be the honorable mention for the Crisis Committee was Christopher Stachin, who represented Annie Bonnie, a female pirate. Then for Outstanding Delegate, we had Sri Karthikeyan, who represented William Kidd. And then Best Delegate goes to Ian Irshalami, who played Henry Avery. Thank you guys so much. It was honestly an amazing experience. I'm super thankful for everything you guys did. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Hunter. So the next committee that we're going to be hearing from is SACHUM, the Social, Cultural, and Humanitarian Committee, chaired by Rachel Petula and Iman.
Thanks, Mike. Wow, I don't even know where to begin. This is my first time chairing, and honestly, it was such a huge honor. Rachel, she's keeping it alive in the chat, so there she is. She's my co-chair. Whether it be talking about pineapple on pizza or taking delegates to Chipotle for the first time or hot young Stalin, yes, you heard that right. This committee of delegates has kept this session vibrant and better than anything we could have hoped for. Despite these topics being very intricate and politically and socially complex, you all have done so much now, and I know you all will accomplish a lot in the future. My advice would be to take it all in, to take one step back and take it all in more than possible, and to work hard as you can reach your dreams. This delegation will go on to do wondrous things, and Rachel and I are so happy to witness the beginning of it. So the awards are as follows. For honorable mention, Saudi Arabia by Krishna Sudha, Turkey, Olivia Schmidt, and for outstanding delegate, North Korea, Caroline Owen, and best delegate was Yemen or Vincent Tavernese. Thank you so much. It was an honor to chair for you all, and I hope to see you all in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Iman. The next committee will be SpecPol, chaired by David DeWallace and Rebecca Fullman.
Hello, my delegates. How's it going, guys? Yes, put space debris pug in the chat for us.
Yeah, we'd appreciate a super chat right now. Please donate to the club.
I think that's illegal.
Oh, really? Never mind.
Well, speaking of near illegal things, thank you for this amazing conference. This is my first time, our first time chairing for Hofstra. And yes, there's the chat we love.
Wow.
We saw an epic rivalry between the UK and India, tale as old as time. We saw amazing work from Russia wanting to put guns on satellites to shoot the space debris. That was an amazing idea. I wish it came to fruition.
I also loved how quick the debate went in terms of the atomic nuclear waste and safety. I'm just looking at the chat right now. Okay, I'm really bad at speeches, so let's just go to the awards.
Okay, for a verbal commendation, we got Amanda Schulich, Republic of Korea.
For honorable mentions, we have Adrian O'Connor for France and Ramita Chowdhury for India. Sorry if I butchered your last names.
For outstanding delegate, we got Noah Bernstein from United Kingdom.
And for best delegate, Germany. Yay! I'm sorry.
Jalaja Mehta. Congratulations.
See you guys next year, maybe? Okay.
Hey everyone. So we're just going to move on to our last committee, our sixth committee of the day, our second crisis committee, Future Crisis, run by Chair Maheen and Crisis Director Samir.
Hi, everyone. So first, I just want to say that this conference went amazing. When Samir and I first were talking about these ideas, there's so many directions it could have gone. And the way you guys dealt with what we handed you was absolutely amazing. So the Middle East and North African region is one of the most puzzling regions ever. And the fact that you guys dealt with it with such dexterity and experience is amazing. So yes, the Confederation of Arab States did not survive, very sadly. The sun god came back. We killed the Israeli prime minister, and then we resurrected her into a mummy. And then the states disbanded due to infighting and war. But it is the effort that counts. We tried to make a giant Arab country, and that's all that matters. So I just want to say thank you so much to you guys for all the research and effort you put in, constantly putting your opinions into the committee, helping others lead. The collaboration is what really matters. So thank you.
Yeah, going off what Maheen said, this past weekend has just been a blast. I mean, going from corporate takeovers to ending the committee with 7 different nukes, one pointing towards the sun because that was so successful. Shout out to the nukes. But for real though, being crisis director in this environment, having an online format and having to adjust to emails as crisis notes, you guys kept the emails short, sweet, simple, and you guys kept it very entertaining. It was fun. And I have to give a special shout out to my crisis staff, Spencer and Kelly, because without them, we would have a hell of a different weekend. So guys, if you can just type in the chat, Spencer and Kelly, show my love for my staff, and we can get off to the good part, which is our awards.
And with that, I'm very pleased to announce the awards for the Summit on the Unification of Arab States. So starting off with our honorable mention, President of Egypt, Dylan Stringer. Second, our outstanding delegate goes to the Prime Minister of Oman, Vincent Vertuccio. And our best delegate goes to the Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Saudi Arabia, John D. Perry. Thank you so much, guys. It was amazing.
All right, that just about wraps it up when it comes to giving out awards and giving our final addresses. Arslan, I just want to mention that those of you who won Best Delegate Awards, we're going to send you a gavel over the mail to your school, so you should be able to have one and have something to commemorate your wonderful action this weekend. For those of you who won other awards, we're going to try to send certificates as well to your schools. So try to keep in contact with your teachers and your advisors to get those handed out and distributed to you all. We want to thank you so much for all your hard work, and especially those who were commended. This has been an absolute weekend, absolute great weekend. It's an absolute weekend. It's an absolutely great weekend, and we're really happy to have you guys here.
Yeah, no, just like to close off, I like to thank everyone, both the delegates and the staff. I also hope that like a lot of the new delegates and old delegates either made new friends or made any connections, or just, had a break from the current situation that we're in. I mean, that's exactly why we're doing it, because like we understand how this is needed for all of us. It's an important time. But thank you guys, both everybody, delegates, staff, and me and Mike could not have done this without you guys. Thank you.
Alrighty. And with that, final note, remotely, Arslan and I will now officially close HUMUNC 2021. Have a great day, everyone. Hopefully we'll see you next year in person. What? Host? Yeah. Bye, everyone.